Gar. Mm-hmm.
Okay, can we hear me? Okay, we should be able to hear me now. Dying, speak up. Okay, you're not being detected for some reason. That's lovely. Yeah, so, I have no clue what's going on right now. What if I do default? Is that gonna work? Alright, Dying, speak.
Hi, guys.
Alright, there we go.
Dirt.
That works now much better.
Okay.
Thank the Lord. I was getting a little angry there. Anyways, the field is lined up, and we're gonna go through the starting lineup, so Dying, shut up. On row 1, we have Flame and then Dusty. Row 2, we have Tony and Blocks. Row 3, we have Fame in the number 3 and Maddie in the 48. Then, in the 4th row, we have Doubt in the 96 and Arthur in the 20. On the 5th row, we have Montana in the 71 and Ross in the 1 car. On the next row, we have Gabe in the 18, and then Veckler in the 19. The next row, we have Living in the 37, Yuri in the 50. And then on the final row, we have Cam in the 13 and Living in the 36. And they've set the ticker up, which means we are about to go racing. Literally anytime now. Anytime now. Anytime now. And we're racing from Talladega.
Yeah.
I cannot hear the cars for some reason, but oh well.
Oh my god, the lag.
Through the corners, and what is going on there? Hold on, I need to fix my audio. Why is audio not?
No idea. Just texting and driving, bruh.
Output device. So far, bro, go first lap green. Doesn't look like anyone's gonna wreck out. Okay, I guess we can't hear audio. That's lovely. I love Roblox right now. Anyways, what is going on? We have 4 wide racing. Everybody is doing something. How do I even commentate this? What is going on? Okay. Well, we have Montana on the bottom in the 71 Trackhouse car. It was me last week, which is why we did not have a stream, and I could have won, but I sold. So everybody F's in the chat if you're watching. I doubt anyone is watching right now. But anyways, here comes the Jermaine racing car. Cam in the 13 to the outside. Doubt goes around.
The 96.
96 goes around. Multiple cars going around. That's a 3-car crash. The caution 100% is going to come out. Yeah, there's the caution flag. Multiple cars gone around here. Doubt's one of them. Living went around. There's Maddie in it. 48 car. And lap 3 of 45. The caution is out.
Yep. Doubt, Flame, Maddie, G-Man in that one.
Thankfully, I don't think anybody got damaged. But still, an unfortunate scenario for those guys. So see, they're going to line back up. I don't think anybody's really going to pit. If they do, they're probably just going to take a legal field, take the 2 to the back. And that seems to be what Montana is doing right now. And the 71 car Blocks is going around too. But Montana's just taking a legal field, which isn't necessarily bad. It's just they'll have to start towards the back. Yuri also seems to be taking a legal fuel. Block seems to be going around to do it properly. Yeah, Blocks is doing it properly. Maddie is coming around to do it properly. So 2 cars are going to do it properly. 2 cars took illegal. Nope, Maddie's just going to go take illegal. And he sped on pit road. What a nice guy. And we'll hit the advertisements here. Grass is yum. We have yummy grass eating competitions at the end of every race. Not really, but the advertisements are cool, and also we had to do it. And how about McRonald's? You cannot run from us forever, as that is not a Big Mac. That is a tiny pack. Okay, so we're not sued. And how about Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage? You know, everybody wants to get a barbecue and a foot massage, and as you can see, we got a very happy customer. As you can see, there's a red bar over the number, so ignore that, please. And how about Arc City Speedway? Technically is open now, but we are still waiting for late model races and stuff to go on down there, so if you want to check those out, we should be hosting them every other week. And how about the person that's making it possible, aka me? You should subscribe to me because I'm cool and all. And how about our other commentator, Dyinglightkitty? There's his YouTube channel link, and you should subscribe to him. Anyways, I'm back. I'm going to take like 10 seconds. That was loud, I think. Do I need to do something just real quick? Okay. We do be back. What is the 50 car doing? We have no idea. Oh, and also, we do not have an advertisement for this. Actually, we do. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can find the image to put it up here. I'm going to see if I can find the thing to do it. On advertisements. No, not image, slideshow. Image. Yes, guys, the Racemats movie is going to happen. It says it's not. It says it's still an idea and not confirmed, but it is confirmed. And we went green and I didn't notice. That's my fault. Anyways, green flag is out. That is Gabe with the lead. Dying. Are you dead? Yeah, Dying is currently dead on mute. He is no longer with us, unfortunately. But anyways, that's Arthur and Living to the outside of Fame and Gabe. That's Living who gets all the way up into the outside wall, but Gabe holds on to the lead. Fame pushing him around the track. How about Montana and Ross, the 2 Trackhouse team? Oh, what is Arthur doing? No clue what happened there. He's going to come back up on the racetrack off the pace. Still no clue what happened there, but he was off the pace. And now we've got a single file train similar to what we saw in D2. Never mind, not anymore. Montana through the middle, Fame on the outside, Gabe on the inside. Ross is going to go with his teammate through the middle. However, Doubt's going to push the 18 car of Gabe out front. Toyota manufacturer teammates. And we're 4 wide. Was 4 wide. You'll see we are pretty laggy right now. Nothing on the stream or anything. It's just Roblox. And let's go on board Gabe here. Right in the middle of this pack. Pretty much.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay. And anyways, out front, that is Montana in the 71 Trackhouse car. Ross looking on the inside. Another Trackhouse driver here. As we've got 2 lanes formed up. The outside line appears to have a few more cars. And that's going to allow Montana to shoot out ahead, and he's going to come down to support his teammate Ross on the bottom. Ross is going to shoot up the racetrack. Can he get back to the bottom? He will not. Living and Gabe get to the inside of him. And here comes that hard-charging Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota Camry of Gabe in the 18. Cam and the Germain Racing 13 discount tire Chevrolet is on the bottom now. Now it's 3 wide for second. That is Living in the middle, Cam on the inside, Gabe on the outside. It's 3 wide, 2 rows deep. Now we're going to go to the blimp camera, see what we can see out of this. Yeah, so Montana holds the lead. Blocks and Cam using the inside line. They've gotten up to Montana. Here comes Blocks with another run. Going to give it to the Cam. Cam's going to look high. Montana tries to cover it up. Will not do it. Nobody goes with Cam either. So Cam out alone. And Blocks now gets to the inside of Montana. Montana kind of scooted up the racetrack. And now he left the inside open. But never mind. Montana's going to duck back to the inside. Blocks on the outside. He leaves the door open again for Doubt. Now it's 3 wide, 4 wide for the lead between Doubt, Montana, Blocks, and Ross. Maddie going to push Blocks through the middle. Now it's Blocks out front barely, but here comes a run to the inside. Here comes Flame up the inside with help from Arthur. Flame going to drop back. He went below the yellow line. And that is Blocks out front. Yeah, 2 rows trying to form up here. The outside line has not been fast this race at all. But they can make it work on the straightaways if they get, Sorry. Gabe out front. Nope, it's Fame out front. Gabe with a run from the 14 and the 71. They just roll on by Fame there. And that is Fame with the lead. I mean, no, sorry, Gabe with the lead. Dying is having technical issues where he is, so he's going to be on mute for a little while. It's the 14, Stuart Haas car. Flame is now going to look to the inside of Gabe. Not quite. Yeah, nothing's quite done there, but here comes Montana with a run. Flame going to stay in line. Line. No, we've actually got quite a spread out pack here, but there is something happened to Yuri. I believe he pitted. Yes, Yuri pitted not too long ago, but he's with the pack. As you can tell, he's about 600 milliliters of fuel more than the other drivers. And a fun story, these cars are very fuel efficient because 2.5 milliliters of fuel goes into these cars, which are a very beloved Canadian friend, Fishy, owner of FBC, had calculated. That's about 2.5 water bottles. So these cars must be very fuel efficient. But anyways, Yuri, he's kind of hanging back here. He's a lap down. I'm not sure what the plan is here. And what happened to Tony? Tony also, he didn't even pit. He's just way off the pace. Something must have happened to Tony. I did not see that, but we'll see. It's a single file run here. It's Flame out front. Doubt behind him. They're going to duck back in line there. You can see Living, Gabe, Maddie, Montana, Vec, Fame, Cam, Blocks, Ross, all lined up on the inside. Ross actually going to jump out of line. And now he's going to jump back into line. Gabe going to go for a pass below the line. I'm not sure if Living's going to be too happy about that in the 37 car, but who knows? I know I personally would not be the most happy out of that. Sorry, that's G-Man, not Living. I'm sorry. I've been calling Guillermo Living. And that is a car going around. That is Fame. So yeah, the 37 is Guillermo, not Living. I'm sorry. Living was in the... I don't know. Sorry about that. Yeah, Gabe out front. Block's going to bump him out of the way somehow. Bump and run works here. These cars have been tightened up so much that a bump and run could possibly work if you come into the corner with too much speed. What is Gabe doing? Oh, welcome back, Dying.
4 wide for the lead.
Yeah, 4 wide for the lead. Blocks on the inside. He's going to use the run, and he's going to take the lead. Now it's 4 wide for second. Cam on the outside. He's going to drop back. Ross on the outside as well. Gabe through the middle. Doubt on the inside with help from Montana. Doubt with a huge run. Going to shoot right up the inside of Blocks. And now Doubt, Daytona 500 winner, to the lead in the 96 Hendrick cars.
Here comes Flame.
Montana forced below the line. He's going to drop back here. Clearly on purpose. But yeah, here comes Flame. He's going to look to the outside. No help. So he's going to have to stay where he is. And Cam going to hop out of line. Here comes Gabe. He's also out of line. Here comes Guillermo in the 37 Comics Brothers racing car. I believe he's teammates with the 96. What is Guillermo doing? Through the grass.
What in the world?
Oh, we got caught around. That's Gabe. Ross. They say it's a two-car incident. Gabe goes around in the $18 General Toyota Camry for JGR. That is unfortunate. I believe I caught that. I want to look at that replay. What happened? Yeah, Montana and Gabe made contact and Gabe went around. So, yeah, the 71 car Montana, they made contact and Gabe went around. Let's go back to our TV cameras here. Doubt out front, I believe. Not anymore. I believe that's Blocks now with the lead to the inside of Flame.
Yep.
And Blocks now shuffled out of line. That's Cameron to the lead. JGR car of Arthur going to go up to the outside to pick up Blocks in the 47 car. Guillermo to the bottom with help from Flame. So Guillermo now to the race lead here. Cam throws the block on Montana. Jermaine and Trackhouse are very closely allianced. So, yeah, very cool and all. Cameron going to go out to the outside. Nobody's going to go with him. I think that's the thing. Nobody's brave enough to try and make the outside work. They'd rather stay to the inside and just take that one place position than they could make if they made like two positions on the outside. But even then, the outside is very risky because there's pretty much no speed up there. The only speed is on the bottom, and everybody just gets shuffled out so often. That's the only reason why you see them spread out like this. And I believe we have takers down to pit road.
Yep, Dusty there.
If I can find who it is. Yes, Ross down pit road. Ross in the number 1 Ross Light car is down pit road. He was with the pack. He's actually already refueled, so he's exiting the pits right now. And let's see here. Who's that coming around behind him? What happened to Dusty is actually what I want to know.
He just came in a pit road. I think he's like close to getting lapped right now.
Dusty is a lap car. He already pitted and he's in the pack. There goes Guillermo down pit road. Now in D2, just last night we saw that the undercut works. Oh, down upside down.
Ooh, oh.
Second flip of the race, apparently. But, yeah, so the 10 car that you see, that green and white black car, that is a lap car. He is not fighting for the lead right now. So your actual leader is the number 13 of Cam, if I can find him. Yeah, Cam, and the number 13 is your actual leader. The 10 car did pit. Let's see if we have any more takers. Drivers like Cam have to pit. 150 milliliters of fuel, they've got to come. Yes, that's the field, pretty much. Everybody down pit road. Who speeds? Nobody's caught speeding? Yeah, nobody speeds. It's 6 cars who come down pit road. Who stays out? That is Beckler in the 19 car who has the lead. Yuri is a lap car. He was already a lap down. I believe this is his second lap down. Vec and Blocks. Hold on. Let's see what Blocks has. Blocks and Veckler have about 600, 700 more milliliters of fuel, so they can go a little while longer. They're going to go to the outside of Dusty. Veckler is going to get left out to dry. Never mind, Blocks just going to go way higher than Vec. The leaders are double file. 30-second gap between Flame in the third place position and those two leaders. Let's see where Flame's at. Right here. You can see that pack is very spread out. Oh, Cam jumps out of his car!
Oh!
Oh, Cam!
Jumped out.
That's the caution flag. I don't know if there's any damage done to that car, but that'll bring out the second caution of the race. I saw Cam clearly jump out of his race car. Definitely on accident. They were coming through turn 4, and you can just see Cam's car shoot straight up the racetrack. And then it coasts back down into the way of Montana. Cam just gets pile-drived by Montana. I do not think there's any damage to the car.
Yeah.
Is there damage?
Sure.
No, there is no damage to the number 13 Germain Racing car. But we're brought with the cautions brought back out, and that messes with Vec and Blocks' strategy. They were trying to stay out, now they just have to pit. So they're going to the back either way. Oh my god! Game is dead.
Hell.
Yeah, that's definitely tough for those guys to bring out the caution like that. Or to have the caution brought out like that, and that'll mess with Vec and Blocks' strategy here. Definitely not the way they wanted that to go for them. I believe they were trying to do the overcut, which honestly I don't think the overcut is necessarily such a good idea. We have 3 viewers watching, so welcome everybody to the live stream at Talladega. We have so far had quite the race. We still have yet to have the big one. We've just had a bunch of smaller crashes. So, currently waiting on that. Yeah, that's Tony. Flame is going to come back down pit. A lot of cars are actually just going to come back down pit road and top their cars off again.
Yeah. Kind of
I believe I've been pretty loud. Yeah, I'm looking at the OBS thing. I'm in the red on the microphone thing. Alright, I'm gonna turn it down. Hopefully that's a lot better for you guys, because, yeah. So, yeah, 3 people watching the stream. Welcome, everybody. It would be beautiful if you guys could, like, you know, subscribe or whatever, because that's cool and all. Because every week we try to do these live streams for everybody, and why is the display capture off for FBC? Excuse you? Why is the game not showing? Oh, when I tab out, it does that. Okay, when it tabs out, it stops showing the stream. Okay, cool. Let's go to advertisements. As you can see, the Racemats movie. Filming is beginning tonight. The release date is not confirmed. It says the movie is still an idea, not confirmed, but it has been confirmed. This is a older graphic. So yeah, the Racemats movie is coming out. You can see it probably in the near 10, 20 days. Anyways, yeah, cool. And how about the burn shirt? This isn't really anything, it's just advertised because everybody wanted it advertised. Very cool. Interesting. Surely if someone buys it, it'll be very cool. I don't know what I'm saying. And how about the owner of the FBC broadcasting network? I'm just kind of doing it for him. FishyRacingGT, go subscribe to him. He's not able to make it today as he's doing something. I believe he's at work, actually, so, yeah, go subscribe to him. He's the one making it possible for us to be here today. And, how about the game Battleship? It's a multi-crew battleship game. The boats actually sink and destroy. And, yeah, you can fight with your friends. All the cannons can be manually operated, so, yeah, you can't really play unless you have multiple people, so, yeah, it's a cool game. And how about Tester Tots? It's been a while since we advertised this game. But anyways, it's a very, 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 very secretive game. I actually hardly knew about its existence until recently. But, well, I actually knew about it a while ago, but, like, whatever. Anyways, yeah, secretive game. I believe there's no link that was provided to me. I don't even know the link of the game. I completely forgot about it. So, you'll have to find it. It's a game for... It's some secret game that Dying made. I don't know. And are you too poor to buy Minecraft yourself? Well, we got a free alternative, Mine or Craft. Play now. There's the link up on screen. Another game made by Dying that we needed advertisements for, so you should play it. I've played it. Very, very, very close to actual Minecraft. Very fun. And yeah, you should try it out. And how about the You Can't Hide by FBC? You cannot hide. KLD tried to hide. His wheels fell off, which would have DNF'd him, and he tried to respawn his car, making it look A-okay. But no, he couldn't hide. So, yeah. FBC reliable and all that cool stuff. Anyways, welcome back to Talladega here. They are lining up. Almost done with lining up. And, yeah, we should be going green anytime now. It'll be Montana in the 71 Trackhouse car who will have the lead. And again, we're just waiting for the green flag to drop here.
Hmm.
That is a lot of tags in the chat. Anyways, every car is lined up, waiting for the readies to go out, and we can go racing. Ignore that gulp. I was bored.
24 out of 45.
We are a little over halfway done with the race. We should still have at least another round of pit stops if we go green the whole way. It'll be close on 2, but we should be able to go around and have one more round of green flag pit stops if, we go green. But everybody's lined back up.
Alright, I'm here.
Welcome, Fishy. Alright, everybody, we have Fishy. Welcome into the stream. I'm gonna have you guys take over real quick, as I need to get a drink, so just take over for me.
Alright.
Cam needs to get back in his car. Okay, there he is. Come on. And asking the chat right now to leak your pants. Yep. Ain't no time.
Ain't no
Alright.
time to go take a leak. Racemats is
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Oh, Tony's been smited.
See that they have not gone green yet.
No.
They have.
Okay. I'm back.
They are waiting on people to get back, except time someone disconnects
Hello? Your microphone kind of cut out.
back, so it's kind of back and forth.
Oh. Alright, they're doing the ready thing. And I'll let Fishy lead us since I've been going. I'll just say it's really hard to commentate because at the starts they go crazy everywhere.
Green flag! Montana leads them away. Gabe on the outside. Flame behind Montana. Gabe way high. Already dropping to the back. And already going 3 to the lead with Flame up the middle and Ross up top. Still 3 wide.
How about that? This is probably the best I've seen the outside lines work. And here we go, 4 wide, contact
4
up the field.
5 wide almost.
Oh, Guillermo up against the wall.
37 around.
That's Guillermo going around. He'll save it. And we still got what looks to be like 4, 3 wide.
4 wide.
4 wide to the lead. Montana go around.
Big crash.
It appears to just be one car. Vec. Oh, Vec's got. Fame is upside down.
Fame's upside down. Huge crash. And
It's
Beck
only
is
2
almost
cars.
in the devil.
It's technically only 2 cars that really suffered from that. So that Fame and Veckler went around. I got a really good angle of that, by the way. I'm very proud of my camera working abilities right there. But this is the best I've seen that outside line work. Look at Cam and Dusty go. They have less cars in that lane, yet they're still pulling that inside. Cam gonna stay with Dusty, surprisingly. I would have thought he would have ducked down. At least that's what I would have done, as the inside is just so much more powerful through the corners. Dusty's even going to abandon Cam, and Doubt's going to be stuck on way up on the outside. And for the most part, we are single filed out.
Yeah.
Does this count as train racing?
I'd say now it does. Because the majority of the field's on the inside, so. How about that? Dusty, before the caution came out, he was a lap. Oh! Gabe turns Flame! Gabe just murdered Flame. There was nothing Flame could have done there. He just got absolutely massacred. Let's go on board with Ross. Obviously, Roblox is being a pain in the butt. Will not let. Oh, Ross goes around.
Oh, hard in the wall.
Oh, he's done. He's done.
He
That's
lost
it
the
for him.
tire into pit road.
That's the caution flag. Gabe is done.
Hard in the wall for Gabe, and he's speeding on pit road.
He said, "quote I tried to wreck Dusty."
His entire side end is gone. Rear left tire's gone. Front end is gone. Down pit road, speeding ticket issued. He is destroyed.
Even if he wasn't destroyed, he'd have a penalty, which is just the icing on the cake. Gabe basically just admitted to trying to wreck the entirety of SHR. Flame was first, and then Dusty was next. Which obviously did not go very well for Gabe, as you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, his race is done. Anyways, I'm just going to pop up the Racemats movie thing on screen while I rejoin to get the names back on my spectate. Turns out I did not have to rejoin. Yeah, Dusty moved up, killed Flame, and then he tried to kill Dusty. I didn't catch that on camera, but I did catch his sliding down, I think. I can check. Yeah, I caught where he just absolutely massacred Flame. So, Gabe's on the inside. And yeah, Gabe just came right up and killed Flame. And then
That's just great.
Yeah, I did not catch Gabe hit the wall, but I caught where Ross got sideways off of what I believe was Dusty's nose. No, not Dusty's nose. Yeah, I caught Ross getting sideways, and then I caught Gabe a little too late. But I did see his little violent spin after the hit, so. Oh well.
Wow. Brutal.
His little, quote, Talladega tumble. But anyways, that's what Gabe gets for destroying the field in D2. No respect for it. I think Gabe should be demoted to D2. I'm just saying it. I'm going to say it right now. I know we're not supposed to be biased, but he needs to be demoted.
Yeah, 4-time champions wash and has to go to D2.
Week in and week out, he's wrecking people, whether it be D2 or D1. He's actually doo-doo.
He really completely mauled Flame on the backstretch and got himself destroyed on the front stretch.
Petition to demote Gabe to D2.
Dang, are we really down to 14 drivers already?
Oh yeah.
We are only down to. We are only left with 14 drivers. 16 started.
What happened?
Gabe says, "Quote: I hope you realize I stopped trying in this series." I don't think that excuses you to just wreck people. I'm just saying, like, I know I'm not supposed to be biased for FBC and all, but like, genuinely, what was that?
Oh my god, Montana got punted, bro. What?
Where's Montana? Montana is just kind of his dead car is just rolling down the track. Yeah, I'm starting here now. Yeah, so we got 1, 2, 3. We got 7 cars ready to go down pit road. Let's. I would say go back to advertisements, but I would say mid-race picks, but obviously, it's not really gonna matter. This is basically gambling here. You could say the one driver could be leading every lap, and then on like lap 29 he gets wrecked out and loses. Or this guy could be running in the back all race, and then the big one happens, and he sneaks through and wins. So pretty much anything happens at Talladega. It just really depends on how other people feel like driving. So I imagine the aggressiveness is going to turn up as the race progresses. Nobody's caught speeding. Oh, what is Dusty do? Dusty is slow. Dusty has a glitch, I think. His car is crawling down pit road. That is not good for Dusty. You can see the happiness of him. He's got a SpongeBob necklace, bro. What? Okay, whatever. The interior of these cars actually looks pretty good. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Mine is pushing Dusty.
Hey, that's his driver, though. Oh, Dusty got out the way. Really?
Oh, damn.
Flame is not having it with Dusty. How are we giving him the bump draft on pit road? What is Flame doing? Oh, man. Alright, Dying is going to be out of the booth. He has to do something. Racemats is life, though, so I don't know what he's doing.
He's doing things that I would not say on stream. Let's just say that.
Let me read that. I don't understand what he's saying there. I don't understand what he's saying there.
Who's saying?
What Dying said in general. I mean, not general, the group chat. Or is that not what you were talking about? You were talking about something else that he was going to do.
He got stabbed. That's what's going on.
What? I got step. If someone can explain to me what he means by that in the chat, even though I'm the only person watching the stream and I'm not even watching the stream, I'm literally going through the chat. But if anybody finds this later on the stream and can tell me what's going on, please do. How about that? That is Montana Trackhouse Drive. I think Montana has consistently been up front. I think Montana is probably one of the faster cars out here. He's just stood out to me more than anybody else. Doubt's been okay, but I find him in the back more often than not. Guillermo's also been pretty good.
Montana's trying to make up for what happened yesterday.
Oh yeah. That was truly a disappointing moment. Also,
That was
Fishy,
probably the worst Coke I've ever seen.
other
but
than Coda.
I would argue that one was worse because he had it in the bag.
I had it in the bag.
Okay, well, he was like 3 seconds ahead and sold because of lag of all things.
Even.
Fine, even.
There we go. That makes me feel better. Anyways, what were you saying about what was I talking about before that?
I don't know. Just who's got a good chance of winning.
Yeah, so I think so again, Montana I feel like is the driver who stood out most to me, and not because of bias, because he drives the car that I'm going to be driving next week. Montana confirmed it. I will be driving Watkins Glen next week. How about Cam? Cam's been decent, I guess. He hasn't been consistently up front, but he's been good. I would not count that 13 car out. But to be fair, you can't really count anybody out. What is this? Hold on, I gotta reset.
What is even going on?
Arthur just said in chat, quote, "I love BMW."
This is why these races last 3 hours. It's because we sit here just picking our noses under caution. We need change.
And here we go. Ew! Brownie ice cream is the worst. Well, I just hate all ice cream in general. I'm gonna be honest. I am not a fan of ice
That's
cream.
a hot take.
I'm not a fan of ice cream at all.
I asked ChatGPT what some food hot takes were, and it said that liking ice or not liking ice cream was a hot take. Anyway, green flag.
We're underway.
Montana and Cam lead them down to turn 1.
Side by side, pretty even there it looked. But Montana obviously having the inside line and a very unformed outside line that'll leave Montana to take the lead. And already it seems to be the train racing, but Cam and Tony going to go to the outside. And Cam and Tony are actually going to get around Montana. I swear, every lap that goes by, the outside on the backstretch just gets more organized, and people are just able to get pushes going. As we'll go on board Montana here as he looks to the outside through the corner. Definitely not a smart move, honestly. Cam goes up, blocks Montana's run, and actually takes a run for himself as he's now out front. But here comes Tony with the push, Doubt as well on the bottom. And it's just crazy here at Talladega. I mean, this racing is arguably more crazy than Daytona. So here they come across the line. Lap 30 of 45, so 16 to go. As we've got kind of a spread out pack here. It's really mainly 5 cars up in this main lead battle here. 4 wide for the lead. A little bit of contact between everybody. And here comes the runs. Here comes everything. Yeah, I don't know how they're doing it though, but that outside line, as the race progresses, is just getting more and more organized.
Who's that on? Okay, the 37's on the apron.
Guillermo.
Back.
Yeah, that's Guillermo, I believe. Yeah, Guillermo's in the 37. Okay. How about that? Daytona 500 winner, Doubt in the Hendrick car out front. Oh, Tony and Fame, a little bit of contact. They go below the apron. They should probably lift and let Doubt in line, honestly. But they're not going to do that, because screw being nice to other people. So yeah, honestly, this pack is extremely spread out for what Talladega should be. I mean, 2-second gap from first to last between 14 cars is honestly insane to me. But,
just quick prediction. I think this race is going to be similar to D2. Like, it's going to be clean until it's not. And then when it's not clean, it just turns into absolute chaos.
yeah. Oh, a little bit of contact there from Fame and Doubt, which pushed Doubt down into Cam. Could have been bad if they hit each other at a different angle. Could have sent Cam right down into that death wall. Now, To make up for the chaos at Talladega and to not kick everybody out of the race almost immediately, there's only a very few spots where the death wall is actually located on the track, and even then, they're really far off the actual racing surface. Which,
Yeah,
is...
Gabe.
Yeah, Gabe. Still found a way to hit it. Yeah, here comes that inside line. More cars from... Oh. But from what I'm seeing, the lane with the most cars is usually the lane that gets out or gets the larger runs, from what I'm seeing. Now, in real life, that's typically not the case. It's really the lane that has the most organization and is generally faster. But as you can see, we got some train racing going on.
Yep, everyone's single file trying to stay in the main pack.
The only cars that aren't they only like kind of jumble around on the backstretch. Yeah, every single car is single file now. Every car is single file at the moment, and that's going to change here. Guillermo to the bottom, underneath Doubt, and Doubt's going to get shuffled back, and that's the only car that did get shuffled out, other than now Ross. Jermaine Racing Car Cam going to go up to support Ross, but Montana's going to stay low to slide into Cam's position, and now we have Guillermo leading the race, Montana in second on the bottom, and it is pretty much a 5-car battle right now with 12 to go. What is Guillermo doing? Get off the bottom, bro. He's dropping back. We saw a similar strategy from me. Kind of dropping back, get out of the drama, and then surge through late in the race. Which obviously didn't work for me, so. Who's that out front? That is Ross with the lead. Here comes Arthur below the line. Not so sure how I would feel about that. Arthur is lifting, though. He's going to come back up the track. That's good. That's a decent merge, honestly. But, yeah, out front, Montana second. And now the question is, we're down to 1,400-ish milliliters of fuel. And the question is, when do you pit?
Yeah, they will have to pit at least one more time here.
No car in the field, I don't think, will make it to the end. Yeah. Well, Dusty has 1,800 milliliters of fuel.
Dusty and Arthur are close. They're
Dusty,
very close.
Yuri is also pretty close on that. Blocks. That's what all these guys in the back are doing. They're conserving. Yeah, if you watch Blocks, you'll see he's off the throttle through the corners. He's saving. These guys are saving fuel to make it to the end. Some of these guys are going full speed, and obviously are definitely not making it. But some of these guys are conserving, and that's why they're so far back now. Because we got 2.2 seconds separate. Yeah, we got 2.2 seconds separating first from last, and the people in the back are lifting to save fuel. As you'll see here, Block's huge drafting run off the throttle entirely, and he's off the throttle for a good 3 seconds.
Arthur's on the edge of making it. He's at 1,500 right now.
Yeah.
With 10 to go, and you burn about 150 per lap. Oh, Flame out of the groove.
He's gonna slot back down, but I was not paying attention to that, but I do think the stream caught it. But yeah, look at these guys. I mean, pretty much anybody not. Ooh.
4 wide.
Okay, pretty much anybody not in that top 6 pack is conserving right now. I mean, technically it is everybody in a pack, but like, there's like a noticeable. Oh, Cam to the round.
In front of the 37, and we'll slide.
That's it for him. Like, he saves it, but obviously he's gonna be far back now. I wouldn't be too angry about that though, because he's got plenty of time to get back up. As he still has draft. But again, he can't conserve anymore if he wants to have a shot. He cannot conserve anymore if he wants to get up there. He's
too low. low on gas. He'll have to pit again.
Coming to 8 to go. It's going to be close for a lot of these guys, honestly. Like, if they want to... Yeah, there's Doubt. He's lifting. He's trying to conserve the field. Doubt's dropping back. Yeah, these guys... I think they realize, you know, we're not going to make it. We have to conserve fuel.
And because of the conserving, Cam's already caught back up, except he is short on fuel. So he'll have to pit again.
The person that I've seen with the lowest amount of fuel right now is Ross in that second place position. He's below 1,000. Nope. Tony is at 800. He's below 900. So yeah, a lot of these guys are just now dipping below the 1,000 mark. Some of these guys are still well above 1,000. And here comes the aggressive pushes. Everybody seems to be pushing now. Because look at that. The pack is grouping back up. The pack is grouping back together.
Seven to go. This race, it might just come down to fuel strategy.
Who can balance the saving and the pushing?
This reminds me of the 2017 Daytona 500, where the winner was decided on how much fuel there was.
Yuri gonna drop out of the pack. Obviously saving. Blocks does not have to save. I believe Blocks is good. But he's gonna save anyway. Who's that out front? That's Montana, 1,190 milliliters of fuel. Arthur, 1,100. Oh, there's Cam back into it. Cam's already back. 850 milliliters of fuel and going down quick.
He'll have to hit again. He won't make it unless you really save.
Yeah, we still got a good amount of cars saving. 2.1 seconds is the gap from first to last. So obviously still a decent group of cars saving, some not. And how about that? Trackhouse 1, 2, 3 on the bottom there. Nope, sorry. Trackhouse second and third. I forgot Cam is not on Trackhouse. He is just Germain Racing, I believe, is affiliate to Germain Race, or no. Well, I don't know. Yeah, single filed out here, as you can see. These guys have got to conserve, man.
Ross, I got you, Cam. He doesn't know that Cam has to save. He's pushing him further out front.
Ross has to save too. He's at 500. Ross is not making it at all. Ross is not going to make it. Some of these guys that are at like 700 or 600, they're getting close.
Cam might if he... No, never mind.
If you're at 1,000, if you're at like 1,000 milliliters of fuel or above, I think you're good to the end. But some of these other guys are like 500, 600, 700. They need to calm down. Yeah, I think Ross recognizes he is way out of fuel. Well, no, he just wanted to drop back and get back in line. Single file throughout the entirety of the field except for back there with Doubt and Fame. Fame has 600, Doubt has 700. So they have a little more than some of the cars up there. But still should conserve.
Yeah, Cam's not going to make it. He burned 200 milliliters that last lap. He's at 500.
Here comes Blocks around the outside. Blocks, I believe, can make it. Fame can make it. Flame can 100% make it. Look at the Stuart Haas cars. Flame has... Oh, cars around! Arthur! Blocks! Oh, Blocks upside down! It's a huge crash, and that'll bring out the caution and completely remove any fuel strategy. Maddie's in it. Blocks was in it. Fame into the death wall!
Wow.
He just respawned. Fame, you can't... Oh.
Fame respawned his car.
I don't... It was under caution, I saw it. Burn says you can't...
You got it on camera, right?
Yeah, I got it on camera. I don't know if he hit it under caution or not. I'll check. Let me get to where the field just starts wrecking. What even happened there? Oh, Blocks hit a wall glitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fame hit it under caution. But I mean, he was still part of the wreck.
Yeah, but where's the line? If you're crashed under caution, it doesn't mean any damage is nullified.
He got damage from the wreck. That should be Fame should get his damage back. He got damage from the wreck. He didn't just hit it after the caution. He hit it a part of the wreck. I mean, he got his car straight, but they were wrecking on the... There were cars around on the backstretch, and he hit one of them and then lost his damage again. I think Fame
he didn't lose a tire, but...
I still think Fame should get rid of that rear bumper. But oh well. We don't make the calls here.
Whatever.
I have no clue what they're even talking about anyway.
Oh, they're inspecting Fame's car. And where is he going?
He's just not pitting because he respawned his car. Thank you, Roblox, for the tags.
Welcome to my world.
Exactly, Montana. If you only lost the rear bumper, you didn't need to respawn then. I feel like Racemats is a little inconsistent with their calls. I'll check the rules and see anything. Is there a rules channel? There is. It's just regular rules. There's no race rules. Yeah, there's no rules written down for Racemats rules, so I don't even know. But everybody is coming down to pit. Everybody is coming down to pit. Some of these guys I don't think really have to pit, like Dusty. Well, Dusty might have to pit, actually. Maddie doesn't have to pit. He has 2,470. Oh, he probably illegal.
We are going to a virtual overtime here.
Yeah, pretty much overtime.
3 to go, but it's virtually overtime. Like, they're just gonna go flat out the whole way from now on.
And there's gonna be no lifting, pushing throughout the. There's gonna be only pushing throughout the entirety of this race. So everybody should be careful.
Or banging. That's all it's gonna. That's all it'll be.
I'd say expect the unexpected. I mean, we've seen some pretty crazy racing throughout the race, but now everybody's gonna go for everything. Like, yeah. But when it comes to this restart, I want to keep my eyes on the
2 cars speeding.
Doubt and Cam speed.
Doubt speed.
Now, on this restart, I want to... On this restart, I really think we should be taking a look out for Dusty.
And it's Flame off pit road first, then Montana and Dusty in a close race for second.
The reason why I say we should look out for Dusty is because last race in D2... Oh, sorry. He brought out the... Well, he pretty much caused the big one in D2 last night. Nothing was done about it, despite him clearly, obviously, coming up the track and then not braking and then just slamming back up into the field. Granted, they were already wrecking because of what he did, but him coming back up anyway did not help. JGR is, quote, eating buns. Vec and Arthur are struggling.
They're both having technical problems right now.
Blocks, yeah, JGR has been falling off recently in Racemats. I mean, Gabe DNFs, Arthur and Vec have not been consistent recently or done as good as they should have recently. And now they just have technical problems on pit road. So, Joe Gibbs Racing, also, I believe that Arthur and more people are leaving Joe Gibbs Racing for next season and leaving to a different team. I believe JGR is going to lose half their drivers. So, that's even worse. But Vec is having problems. I'm going to reset so I can fix the cameras. Because people keep hopping out of their cars like morons. But yeah, Vex, it says Vec is fine. He's just hopped out of his car. There we go. Vec is out. And, so what do we expect here? Thank you for the response.
I do not know.
Okay. One of the cars I said to look out for, Montana, she's starting on the outside line. Pretty much everybody on that outside line immediately is dropping back, unless they can find a way to squeeze into on the inside line. It's not quite overtime, but we virtually have an overtime restart here. Now, Dusty caused the big one last night in D2. So look out for that 10-car Audible sponsored Stuart Haas racing machine. We're underway, and I'll let you commentate.
3 laps to go. Flame and Montana into turn 1. Dusty behind. Yuri trying to find a gap, but slips back. Oh, Arthur and Maddie around. The 48 goes for a slide.
Maddie does not save it either. Well, he did save it. That's going to cost him a lot, though.
He's out of contention.
Here comes Dusty and Montana. They're not gonna shoot to the outside of Flame. They're gonna stay tucked in line here, and we've got single file racing. Surprisingly, I would think everybody would be pushing as hard as they could. The race is still not over yet. A caution could happen. And here we go through the tri-oval. Flame has the lead. 2 to go.
Cam around.
Oh, the 13 car
Cam
Cam.
crashes in the back.
It's 2 to go. We still could have a caution to re-rack them and go to overtime, but still, yet for a caution. Here comes Tony on the bottom. Flame out front. Can Flame hold on? He's not going to be able to hold on. Now that's Tony to the inside. Tony to the inside. Dusty on the inside. Doubt. They're all shuffling around.
3 wide for second.
3 wide for second. Here comes a run through the middle. Montana shoots to the middle. There's Guillermo. Doubt to the inside. Daytona 500 champion out to the middle.
Out the super speedway.
Onto the front stretch. Will they make it to the line? If they make it to the line, will they make it? If they make it to the line, the next flag will end the race. They make it to the white flag. 1 more lap around Talladega, no matter what happens. It's 3 wide for the lead.
Out of it.
Montana has the inside. Doubt on the outside.
Contact. You already shoved out.
They're side by side for the lead. Here comes Flame.
4 wide.
2 wide. 2 by 2 by 2. Down the backstretch. It's a bump. It's pretty much who can bump the most. Montana on the inside. Doubt even with him on the outside. Here comes Flame. Montana has him cleared.
Oh, down,
they're below there.
Down the inside.
Oh, that's stupid.
That was below the yellow line. Oh,
Where's
racking in
Dusty?
the back. Dusty.
Montana's clear.
Here comes Flame. Here
comes Down Flame. Here comes Down Flame. They're gonna go below the line. It's not. They need to back off.
Oh.
Coming to the line.
Doing?
Montana wins it.
Montana wins.
Huge crash across the line.
And a major crash as they come across the line.
What a finish. About halfway through the race, I said that we should look out for him because he managed to get through the pack better than pretty much everyone else. And look at what he did with his speed. That was a crazy finish coming to line. I mean, they were 2 by 2 by 2, about 3-4 rows back. Just so close to each other. And Montana just managed to hold on to it. He got clear, and he managed to stay out there. Just great work from Montana. On the inside, Doubt, even with him on the outside. Here comes... Alright, well, we thank you all for showing up to today's broadcast of the Geico 500 at Talladega for the Fishy Broadcasting channel. If you did enjoy, please make sure to subscribe, and we will be back. We'll be back next time. Watkins Glen is the next race. I probably won't be streaming it, but I might for a little POV camera fun brought to you from FBC. But next week is Watkins Glen, so we'll look forward to that.